हेलो फ्रेंड्स, गुड इवनिंग। कैसे हो आप लोग? जैसा कि आप जानते हो कि वी हैव RAS प्रीलिम्स एग्जामिनेशन एंड दैट इज गोइंग टू बी कंडक्टेड ऑन 2nd of February. That is the tentative date. Okay, now from today I will be try to posting, or I will be try to upload at least one lecture on the current affairs. So today is the first lecture for your current affairs. ठीक है? So I'm going to put all the current affairs associated with the Rajasthan first of all, ठीक है, as well as for India, ठीक है, plus international also, but that will be covered together. India and international will be covered together, and the Rajasthan specific current affairs will be covered in a single lecture, ठीक है. So that two things will not be merged. So one by one we will have these lectures on the current affairs. So today we have the current affairs associated with Rajasthan, ठीक है. So today we'll deal that current affairs also. Okay, so let's start first of all the current affairs associated with the economics, ठीक है. So we will be doing, or we will be discussing the budget 2024-25 very briefly, ठीक है. Now we will be discussing some of these topics, or some of the crucial topics which are covered under the budget, ठीक है. So you might have heard about the Amrit Kalkhand. Okay, so that is basically for the Viksit Rajasthan at 2047. That means it basically aims to develop Rajasthan by 2047. So it will be having the 5-year action plan, ठीक है. There is the target. The target is basically the inclusive development, ठीक है, based on definitely the public welfare, and under the target you have basically the 10 resolutions, ठीक है. You have the 10 resolutions. So I will be just reading those resolutions. You can just note it down. The resolution is basically to make the state, ठीक है, a 350 billion economy. That is the first resolution under the target, ठीक है. Then the second one is basically the economic empowerment of MSMEs, that is micro, small and medium industries, ठीक है, with big industries. Okay, the second one is basically third one is basically associated with the tourism, art and culture promotion, ठीक है. The fourth one is associated with the environment, so that you can have the green Rajasthan, ठीक है, that is associated with the protection of environment, ठीक है, with the sustainable development. Then you would have another important basically your resolution, that is development of basic facilities, ठीक है. What is the basic facilities? You can have the roads, electricity, ठीक है, you will have basically water. These are basically the basic facilities. Then for poor it is for dignified life, ठीक है. Then you have development we will have basically with respect to the urban, So one resolution is urban development, rural development, and you would have basically your regional development. Okay. Then definitely we will have the development associated with the human resources. Okay, human resources in terms of their health, in terms of their education. So most important aspect here is to make the state $350 billion economy. That is in terms of the $1 billion economy. That is the important resolution that you must keep in mind, and that is for 5 years. Okay, and that should be achieved, okay, in a 5-year, a time period. Okay. Then you have the Amrit Global Technology and Application Center. That is AGTAC, Amrit Global Technology and Application Center. So that would be set up in Jaipur. Okay, and that would have a separate budget, that is, or a separate aspect of the budget, that is 200 crore rupees is being allocated for that. And what is the purpose of establishing the Amrit Global Technology and Application Center? Basically to invite investment from the global company. So you can say for investment from global companies. Okay, that is basically the objective of the Amrit Global Technology and Application Center. So that itself suggests that it is something which is being associated with, the global technology. So we need to have the global technological advancement, so that we will have basically, the investment from these global companies. Otherwise we will not be having, or we will not be having that pace of the development of the technology in our Rajasthan. Okay. Next we should move to the third important aspect, that is industrial park. Okay, so in Rajasthan we have basically few industrial parks that will be setting up. For example, in Bikaner it has been planned to set up a ceramic park in Bikaner. It has been planned to set up in Ajmer. Okay, the tile manufacturing park that would be set up in Kishangarh in Ajmer. So that is very, very important. So here you can have the tile manufacturing park that would be set up at Kishangarh in Ajmer. Okay. Third important park that would be set up, that is industrial and logistical hub that would be set up at Dausa. So that would be set up in Bandikui. So this is, we will have basically industrial and the logistical hub, that would be set up in Bandikui in Dausa. Dausa is basically a district in Rajasthan. Okay. Then we'll have in Banswara. So you will have one district, that is basically you can have the Banswara here. You can have this Banswara. So in the Banswara we will have the biomass pellet park. Okay, and chemical manufacturing park. Okay, that would be set up at Banswara. Okay, next you have in the Bhilwara, you will have basically one important park, that is textile park in Bhilwara. Okay. Then you have basically in the Bikaner, I have already covered, that is ceramic park. In Jodhpur you have handicraft park in Jodhpur. Okay. And then in Pali is the district in Rajasthan. In Pali district you will have basically the solar panel manufacturing park. Okay, that would be set up at Kankani in Pali. So we will have these parks that would be set up. So I just recall them. The tile manufacturing park would be set up in Ajmer. Industrial and logistical hub park would be set up in Bandikui in Dosa. Biomass pellet park would be set up in basically your Banswara. Then in Bhilwara you will have the textile park. In Pali you will have solar panel and manufacturing park. In Jodhpur you will have handicraft park. So these parks will be set up. So two more, waste recycling parks will be set up. That has been announced, and they have been announced to set up, in terms of integrated resource recovery park. So that is basically the waste recycling park. The waste recycling park that has been announced, and that would be set up specifically in Jaipur. Okay. So that is basically, basically in terms of your industrial parks. Okay. Let's move to another important scheme, that is PM Unity Mall. PM Unity Mall, that is Prime Minister Unity Mall. So here that PM Unity Mall would be set up in Jaipur. Jaipur is the administrative capital of Rajasthan. Around 200 crore rupees have been allocated for that purpose. What is the purpose of setting up of this PM Unity Mall? It is basically to organize exhibitions, okay, seminars, okay, definitely of various products of the states. So whatever the products that is there, for that purpose exhibition and seminars would be held in this PM Unity Mall. Okay. Now there is one more important aspect, that the state's green budget, so that is would be presented from the next year. So Rajasthan green budget, okay, would be presenting from next year onward. The first such state who has presented the green budget was Bihar. Okay. Next important target was basically, that has been announced in the budget, that by 2028, okay, there is a target. The target is basically to increase the forest, acre, or to increase the forest area by around 20,000 hectares. So that is the target, to increase the forest area by 20,000 hectares. Okay. And in Rajasthan, on 5th June 2024, already a campaign was launched. That is Ik Ped Maa Ke Naam. Okay? That campaign was launched by Prime Minister Modi. Ik Ped Maa Ke Naam. So that was launched on 5th June 2024. So you should be aware about that. Dates itself is very, very important for the RS examination, the RPSC can ask the dates also. So we will have the target of by 2028, 20,000 hectare of the area should be increased. Okay, there is one more campaign apart from that, ek ped maa ke naam. There is one more campaign, that is tree planting campaign. The tree planting campaign that was started in 2024. Okay, that is, you can say, the Vraksharopan Abhiyan that was started in 2024, that was started by our Honorable Chief Minister. And here the ultimate purpose of this Vraksharopan Abhiyan is to plant and nurture 7 crore saplings. 7 crore saplings. Okay, and for that purpose it has decided that a biological park that would be set up at Alwar. For that, a 25 crore rupees have been allocated. Okay, so biological park would be set up in Alwar. So always remember some of the important points here. The biological park Alwar, how many saplings? 2 crore saplings. And that tree planting campaign was started by the Chief Minister, but Ek Ped Maa Ke Naam campaign was started by Honorable Prime Minister of India. Okay, then it was also decided that one more institute would be set up. So here the biological park would be set up at Alwar, and one more institute, that is Forest and Wildlife Training cum Management Institute, that would be set up at Jhalana in Jaipur. So I would write here Forest and Wildlife cum Training, Forest and Wildlife, you can have Training cum Management Institute. Okay, that would be basically set up at Jhalana in Jaipur. Okay, now to prevent the pollution, it was decided that 10,000 solar or electric cooking systems would be promoted, okay, to promote the clean cooking. And for that purpose 50% grants would be provided, and for that purpose the total expenditure that would be spent, that would be around 15 crore rupees. 15 crore rupees. So it is very, very important to prevent the pollution. 10,000 solar, or you can say the electric cooker system would be promoted. Okay. Now here the early warning system would also be developed. The early warning system would also be developed. This system would be developed at Alwar. Okay, so apart from this biological park, we have this early warning system that would be developed at Alwar. Okay, it will also be developed at Bhiwani on the lines of Jaipur, definitely to monitor the air quality. So this is very, very important in order to measure the air quality in Rajasthan. Okay, let's move to the new slide or to the new write-up. So one more important games that you might be aware about, that is Khelo Rajasthan Youth Games. Khelo Rajasthan Youth Games. Okay, so they are basically organized at blocks, districts as well as the state level every year. ठीक है, and that include every traditional sports, ठीक है. So that is basically organized on the lines of Khelo India Youth Games. Khelo India Youth Games. So Khelo Rajasthan Youth Games is basically on the line of Khelo India Youth Games, ठीक है. Now it has been organized, just remember, it has been organized at blocks, district, and state level, ठीक है. Next, Rajasthan. In Rajasthan, we have also celebrated the state youth festival. The state youth festival. So this is very, very important. Then on 12th of every year, or 12th of January of every year, we celebrate the state youth festival. So on the lines of National Youth Festival, the government of Rajasthan has decided to celebrate the state youth festival. So Rajasthan Youth Icon Award, like National Youth Award, have also been awarded during that festival. So it is basically on the lines of National Youth Festival, and it has been held, or it has been celebrated every year on 12th January on every year. And on that auspicious day, Rajasthan Youth Icon Award, ठीक है, would be awarded just like a National Youth Award. So this is very, very important aspects here in terms of state youth festival. So this is very, very important, that this type of festival would encourage the youth participation, and would basically supports the contribution that is made by the youths, ठीक है. Okay, there are other important steps which have been taken. For example, one by one we will see. For example, different departments have taken different steps. For example, you see the Department of Commerce. The Department of Commerce have taken certain steps. For example, the new investment scheme would be implemented, ठीक है, and we will have the e-vehicle promotion fund that would be set up. So we will have the Rajasthan investment scheme, ठीक है, that is a new scheme that would be launched in 2024, ठीक है. Second most important, e-vehicle promotion fund. E-vehicle promotion fund would be set up, and that would have the capital of 200 crore, ठीक है, and that would be set up under e-vehicle policy. So what is the purpose of Rajasthan investment scheme? That is the new scheme. The purpose is basically the promotion of goods, ठीक है, that is sold or used in the state, ठीक है, as well as the promotion of investors. So the idea of having this new investment scheme is to promotion of goods as well as the promotion of investors in Rajasthan, ठीक है. What are the incentives? ठीक है, what are the incentives that has been taken? The first incentive is basically whatever the industries we have, ठीक है, for that you will have some incentives for SIC units. So SIC units would have additional incentives apart from whatever we have, ठीक है, and we will be having some reduction in the VAT or value added tax. So that is for PNG, there would be a reduction of VAT, ठीक है. How much? That is around 5%, ठीक है. Next important initiative for Rajasthan investment scheme, we will have a separate portal, that is online portal. Online portal we will be having for this Rajasthan investment scheme, and that for the purpose of that, eligibility, that is very, very important. The period of eligibility for the exemption, specifically from the stamp duty, that an increase from 1 year to the 2 years. So that is the period that has been exempted from the stamp duty. So these are basically some of the incentives which have been taken to promote the investment or promotion of goods, in terms of either they sold or either the promotion of investors, in Rajasthan. So few incentives have been taken in this regard. Okay. Now, in terms of minerals, we will have, Rajasthan is basically abundant in terms of minerals. Various types of minerals have been found in the soil of Rajasthan, but to encourage research and development, that is very, very important. We will have, separate centers that would be set up. Okay. For example, we will be having, the research and development centers or center of excellence. You can say center of excellence. Okay. Center of excellence for research and development that would be set up at 2 districts of Rajasthan. One is Bikaner and second is Udaipur. Okay. In Bikaner, you will have the ceramics, center of excellence for ceramics, and in Udaipur, you would have rare earth elements. I would write rare earth elements. Okay. So you would have, so you need to remember these center of excellence that would be set up in the 2 districts of Rajasthan. One is the Bikaner, where you would have the center of excellence for ceramics, and another is basically the center of excellence that would be set up, for the rare earth elements. This is the very, very important aspects. Okay. Now we'll see briefly whatever it is given in the budget or in terms of economic survey. So we'll see briefly about the profile of Rajasthan. The profile of Rajasthan. So here, as you know, the Rajasthan is basically having arid and semi-arid type of climate. It is also called the land of kings, where you would have lot of kings, okay, which has basically grown on the auspicious soil of Rajasthan. It is the largest state, okay, in India or in the country in terms of area. Okay. And when we say about the divisions, I have already covered in my previous lectures. In Rajasthan, we have 10 divisions. 3 new divisions have been created by our previous Chief Minister, Honorable Ashok Gehlot ji, and 17 new states were basically also 17 new districts were also created. So the total districts now in Rajasthan stands 50. Previously we had 33 districts, but 17 new districts have been carved out of existing one. Okay. In terms of area or in terms of total geographical area, that is, you can say around 10.41% of geographical area of India. 10.41 roughly, you can say. So that is 10.41% of the geographical area. So that is very, very important. Okay. Now, in terms of the population that has been projected by the Ministry of Health and Public Welfare, the projected population of Rajasthan that is roughly around, 8.19 crore. That is when we say as of 1st March 2024. So that is 7th most populous state. 7th most populous state in our country. So that is very, very important, that we'll have around 8.19 crore population as of 1st March 2024. Okay. So I will be just writing down few important, the indicators that you can have. So in terms of, geographical area, so you will have around 3.42 lakh square kilometer. Okay, that is the area, okay, of Rajasthan. So 3.42 square kilometers. That is the area of Rajasthan. Population, you will have around, roughly in 2011 census, that is 6.85 crore. 6.85 crore. In my previous slide, I told you that it has been projected that, as of 1st March 2024, it stand around 8.19 crore. But as per 2011 census, it was 6.85 crore. Okay. Decadal growth rate, that is between 2001 to 2011, that is roughly around, 21.3 percentage. Okay, that is associated with the population. When you compare this decadal growth rate with India, in terms of India, it was 17.7%. So decadal growth rate of Rajasthan, of population is little higher than the decadal growth rate of all India. Okay, in terms of population density, based on 2011 census, so that was 200 population or persons per square kilometer. When you take India figure, that was around 382. That was 382. Okay. Urban population, can you guess how much is the urban population in Rajasthan? That is roughly 24.9% of the total population. What is the corresponding figure in terms of all India? That is 31.2. So in Rajasthan we had 24.9. Okay. Scheduled caste population, that is around 17.8 percentage. Okay, all India level, that is 16.6 percentage. What is scheduled tribe population at Rajasthan level? That is 13.5 percentage. Okay, in India level we will have around 8.6 percentage. So remember, urban population in Rajasthan is 24.9, scheduled caste population is around 17.8, scheduled tribe population is around 13.5, which is different than all India level population. At all India level, you would have scheduled caste population of around 16.6 and scheduled tribe population that is around 8.6. Okay, we will have more data. For example, sex ratio in Rajasthan, that is as per 2011 census. What is the sex ratio? That is the number of females per 1000 males. So that is 928. What is India or India corresponding India figure? That is 943. So in Rajasthan, sex ratio is skewed or somewhat lesser as compared to the all India figure. Let's understand about child sex ratio. Child sex ratio, ठीक है, that is 0 to 6 years of the age. So child sex ratio as per 2011 census, that is female children per 1000 male children. So that is around 888, ठीक है, 888, ठीक है. What is all India figure? That is 919. So that is also, lesser, ठीक है. What is literacy rate? Literacy rate in Rajasthan, that is stands at 66.1%. What is the figure, corresponding figure in India level? That is 73%, ठीक है. What is literacy rate when you talk about males? Males, it is little higher than the females, ठीक है. It is roughly around 79.2% in Rajasthan. What is the corresponding figure in India level? That is around 80.9, 80.9, ठीक है. What is the literacy rate for female? For literacy rate for the female in Rajasthan, that is 52.1%. What is the literacy rate for female at all India level? That is 64.6%, ठीक है. So both figures, in terms of the literacy rate, it is lesser than all India figure, ठीक है. What is work participation rate? ठीक है. Work participation rate in Rajasthan, that is around, you can say 43.6%. What is at all India level? That is roughly around 39.8%, ठीक है. Crude birth rate. What is the data for crude birth rate? What is crude birth rate? First of all, the crude birth rate is basically, per 1000 mid-year population, ठीक है. So that is roughly, you can say, in 2020 data we have, that is 23.5, ठीक है. What is all India level figure? That is 19.5, ठीक है. So crude birth rate of Rajasthan is higher than all India level. What is crude death rate? What is crude death rate? That is per 1000 mid-year population, ठीक है, in terms of death. So here the crude death rate in Rajasthan, that is 5.6. What is the corresponding figure in the India level? That is 6.0. What is infant mortality rate? The infant mortality rate in 2020 in Rajasthan, that is, what is infant mortality rate? The infant mortality rate is, per 1000 live birth, okay. So that is, how you compute the infant mortality rate. So in Rajasthan, this figure stands 32. In India level, that is 28. So infant mortality rate in Rajasthan is higher. What is maternal mortality rate? What is maternal mortality rate? That is, per 1000 live birth, how many mothers have died. So that is the figure 2018 to 20, that is, 113. That is significantly higher. At all India level, that is 97, ठीक है. What is life expectancy? You can write here life expectancy. Life expectancy at India, or sorry, in Rajasthan level, that is 69.4. What is at all India level? That is 70. So life expectancy at Rajasthan is somewhat equal to the life expectancy at India level. So this is a very, very important aspect. This is a very, very important aspect, ठीक है. So here what we are going to we are going to bind up our session, and we will discuss some of the other data associated with the economy. So we'll discuss about some of the macroeconomic trends in our next class. So that would be in our next lecture. All right. So thank you very much. We'll meet again in the next class. Thank you.